Hello, welcome to this video. So I'm told you were sent to this video. We are going to look at another question based on the same function that we were given there. Now this one, it says find the values of x for which h of g x is equal to hx. So if you haven't been sent, click on the link of the description in this video so that you will go to the video so that you are sent, and then we pick it out nicely. So let's get started. Remember that h of g, we found out that it was from the previous video, of course. H of g of x, we found out that it was 6x plus 4 over 2x plus 1. But don't worry, I think even when we just get these ones the way they are, we're just going to arrive at the same answer. But let us try to pick it out from where we left it, because the previous video we were told to find this part there, and we found that this part was 6x plus 4 over 2x plus 1. So now they are saying find the values of x for which h of g of x is equal to h of x. Now remember that as we are finding these values of x, there is this limitation that we have there. X cannot be negative half. So when we find among the values of x, if we find one value to be negative 1 over 2, we'll ignore that one and put the one that is going to be positive, the one that is not going to be this one. So we have h of g of x there is equal to hx. Hx, we're going to find it is right there. This is hx there, so which is x plus 3. Then there are two ways we can go about it. It's either we're going to look at the part that has that is a fraction, then we multiply both sides by the denominator, even this side by the denominator, or we can just say I'll just make this one to be over 1 and then I cross multiply. Whichever method you think will help you or will involve less work there. So from here we're going to say 6x plus 4 times 1, or maybe we do this right. Okay, just try to do this and then this one will come later on. So 2x plus 1 times x plus 3. So it means that we have to multiply each term by each term here. So we'll start by 2x times x, then 2x times 3. Again, we're going to say 1 times x, and again 1 times 3. Fair enough, isn't it? Let's go to it. So 2x times x, that is 2x squared. 2x times 3, that will be positive 6x. Okay, then x, and 1 times x, I just say the answer, which is x. We don't have any negative here. Then 1 times positive 3, that is positive 3, right? Then is equal to this one, 1 times 6x plus 4, that is 6x plus 4 like that. Good. Okay, let's hit it. What next? Let us just simplify these. Just so complicated, isn't it? So this part we have 2x squared, that is plus 6x times 6x plus x, that is 7x excuse me, plus 3 is equal to 6x plus 4. Then from there we are going to collect the like terms there. Yeah, so we're going to make this 2, since it's a constant without any variable, it goes the other side, and then this 6, which has a variable there, will come the other side, or this side where there are all variables. So we have a 2x squared plus 7x. I just want to go this step by step. This one will become negative minus 6x is equal to 4. This one will become also minus 3. So this now will become a 2x squared plus 7 minus 6, that is x, is equal to 1. So we can form a quadratic function from this by moving this one the other side and making this whole function to be equal to 0. So we have 2x squared plus x minus 1 is equal to 0. So from here, we want to look at, we want to find the roots of this function that can make the whole of this equation to be equal to 0. So there are 3 methods we can go about it. There's a square method, there's a factor method, and there's also a a quadratic method. Yeah, quadratic method, many people hate it. So let us go by the factor method. So factor method, we first of all identify the A, B, C, which this one is A, this one is B, and this is C. Then we find the AC. We find AC, where we say A times C, which is negative 2, right? And then from negative 2 there we find the sum of the factors of AC. So here we look for the factors of negative 2, but when we add those factors, they will give us which is 1 here, B, because the coefficient here is 1. So what are those factors of negative 2, but when we add them, they give us 1? It's right there. It's 2 and negative 1, because when we say 2 times negative 1, it is negative 2, right? And then when we say 2 plus negative 1, we're going to get 1. So we're going to rewrite this same equation, but where there is this part, where there is B, we're going to put positive 2x minus x, because it's just the same. So let's go ahead and write it. That is 2x squared. Remember, we want to write this one now, so we're going to use the factors of negative 2, whereby when you add them, it will give us the coefficient of 1, so which is plus 2x minus x. Then we continue here, minus 1 is equal to 0. So from there, we're going to demarcate here, and also here. We demarcate here and also here, so that we find we factorize. So what is common between this one and this one? It's 2x. Then 2x into 2x squared, that will be x, right? Yeah. And then plus 2x into 2x, it's 1. What is common here? Here and here. What is common there? What is common there? What is common there? Isn't it negative 1? Yeah, it should be negative 1, right? Yeah, it's negative 1 here. Negative 1. Then negative 1 into negative x, that will be x. Negative 1 into negative 1, that will be plus 1 is equal to 0. So we have 2 roots there. We have, you notice that what is in the brackets is just the same. So that means that we are on the right track. So we have 2x minus 1 being equal to 0. And we also have x plus 1 being equal to 0. So just try to find out the values for x, because that's what the question is saying. Remember, it says find the values of x, for which the equation h of g of x will be equal to h of x. So just find those values of x. And remember, we have the limitation. So depending on the answers we're going to find, I'm so fast. Depending on the answers we're going to find, we're going to see if that limitation applies there. So for this one, we're going to have 2x is equal to, this one will go the other side, it will be 1, isn't it? Yeah. So finding the value of x, we're going to divide here this one by 2, even this one by 2. So x here is equal to 1 over 2. Okay. How about here? We just say x is equal to, this one will go the other side there. So it will be just 1 minus 0, which is just negative, 0 minus 1 rather, which is negative 1. So the values for x that we have found, we have where it says x is equal to 1 over 2, and this one is saying x is equal to negative 1. Now, these answers that we found, does that limitation apply? What does it say? Let's go back to the question. Not really the question, but what we are given there. It says the value for x is not negative 1 over 2. Have we found negative 1 over 2 here? Okay. Is there any negative 1 over 2? No. So these are the values. Remember that if this was negative, we wouldn't have considered it. We would have just considered these ones, this one there, because they are saying x shouldn't be negative 1 over 2, and what we found there, x is equal to 1 over 2. So these are the values of x, which makes the function of h of g of x to be equal to the function of h of x. If it's the first time watching one of my videos, please click on the subscription button. It will mean a lot. I need your support on this one. Otherwise, it's been wonderful for me. And until next time, we say bye-bye. But before I say bye-bye, try to also comment some topics that you want me to teach on, be it on advanced mathematics, grade 9 mathematics, whatever, as long as it's mathematics, I'll try. All right, it's been lovely for me. Bye-bye.